your boy. Look, I have my friend Ben here. This is going to be a very fun story about a Bitcoin millionaire versus a Bitcoin failure. I know you might think I'm a Bitcoin millionaire, but I have sad news for you. Not yet. Not yet. I will very soon, right? I met Ben in 2015. Yeah, 2015. And then one day, Ben was on his way to the mall. I'm like, yo, where are you going, son? And he's like, I'm going to the mall. I'm like, what are you gonna do at the mall? He's like, I'm buying Bitcoin. For real? He's like, yeah, you should get some too, bro. Come on. And I was like, I don't know. I just didn't know about it, right? When you don't know about something, you don't know about it. I just wasn't educated, and I was a little bit ignorant, and I didn't ask him, yo, dude, tell me about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I never asked you that. Is that true?
You didn't.
I
You didn't ask.
never
You
asked
didn't
you.
ask me.
No.
You didn't ask me.
And that was my fault. And now I realize that. So now this time around, I'm curious and I ask, because he's been in this space for how many years? When did you buy your first Bitcoin?
I got my first Bitcoin back in 2013.
2013. What price did you get at? Like $30?
It was given to me,
Yeah.
at around $30.
What made you decide to just like go all in? Like, I'm going in for it.
Well, I mean, like you, I was younger and I was sitting on a little bit of money and it wasn't doing anything, so I wanted to try it. I had nothing to lose at the time. So
yeah.
It was explained to me. Actually, if we're telling the story right, when it was first explained to me by Ben, I didn't actually buy any. I didn't listen. And it took me a year and a half before I actually did something with it. And then I went all in.
Benny, do you still have that one Bitcoin, or you lost it?
I do not.
That's what I'm saying. He told me about this the other day.
So yeah.
He lost that coin that someone gave him.
Yeah, it was in a wallet. It was in a mycelium wallet.
Yeah.
I remember it was one of the first wallets that I owned, and it's gone.
I'm gonna. It's gone.
Yeah, so I tried to recover it, tried to find it, tried to repopulate the wallet. It's gone. So back in 2016, it was actually 2015, but I started buying Bitcoin at ATMs, local Bitcoins, it was this deal where you would call people and meet them in person, and someone has the money in a bag and someone has the Bitcoin.
For real?
It's super shady.
Yeah.
I remember I met this guy at a Starbucks one time, and I met him at the Starbucks with like $20,000, and he had the Bitcoin and I had the money, and I was trying to make this deal.
No way.
So I didn't know if I was actually throwing money away. I remember I would send you screenshots of, hey, I'm at the Bitcoin ATM, and I'd have like wads of cash just throwing it in this machine.
Yeah. Now you might be watching right now and you're thinking, T, why do I care about this? I'm a landscaper. Like, I just want to mow lawns. I just want to build pavers, build pergolas, install grass. Dude, there's going to come a point in time where if you're in your third, fourth, fifth year in your company and you have a little bit of money to play with, what do you do with it? You can't just sit on it. The more money you sit on, the more it goes down in value. And then eventually, maybe, one day, the money won't be there and you won't be able to buy anything. Like, I know it's kind of hard to believe when people say, look at what happened in Venezuela, right? I'm like, that's not gonna happen to America. You know what I mean?
It could happen, inflation.
Yeah. And the reason I wanted to bring him on here is because he has a very, very good take on finances, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and I'm really curious to learn from him.
So the reason I think this is applicable to your audience is because they found their niche, they found a way to make money, they know how to produce cash or income. So that's one stream of income. So how do you preserve that wealth that you're making? And the traditional vehicles that you would normally do that with, like stocks, you can try to play the stock market and grow your money that way. You can put it into bonds. You can buy land, rental property, something like that. The latter of those is fine. But the legacy financial system of stocks and bonds and things like that, I think the return, the ROI on those is not really what it used to be. So in order to maximize the money that you're making, your hard-earned money, you need a vehicle that's the future. And Bitcoin is digital gold. There's not one analog system in this world where the digital version of it has come along and people still continue to use the analog version at the rate that they use the digital version. Bitcoin is the digital version of gold, If you want to maximize your savings, if you want to expose yourself at an inflection point
Yeah.
right now in this market where you're going to get maximum returns, you really should be looking at cryptocurrency and digital assets. And I think Bitcoin is the first one that you would want to take a look at for a store of value. And there are other things like Ethereum.
Besides Bitcoin, what's your favorite?
I don't know that I have a favorite. I'm agnostic because I think that, look, you get attached emotionally to these coins and then you end up making bad financial decisions. So right now, what I could say is which assets I think have the best rate of return and the best potential for future gains. And for me, those are, number one, I think Bitcoin, you want to have a substantial amount of your if you're going to get into digital assets, you want to have the base in Bitcoin. Then you want to explore something like maybe Ethereum, which has been around a little bit longer than some of the others. It's the second. I feel like the further down you go in the list, you have to start having caveats for some of these. So I like a lot of different things, and if you want to know what I like, you can follow me on Twitter at Bitcoin Benny. And I post there all the time about the tokens and the things that I like that I think have upside. Right now, we're experiencing a downturn, right? Where Bitcoin has been running up. It's $50,000. Everybody's calling for $100,000 Bitcoin, and it crashed $10,000 in 24 hours. People today, and people started selling. That shows your level of conviction. I didn't even realize what was happening until
I call him like, yo, dude, what's going on, Ben?
Until you texted me, because that's my level of conviction. When in doubt, zoom out, right? So if you're focused on the minute chart, the 5-minute chart, the 4-hour chart, and you're looking at every dip and every run up, you're gonna get emotional about it, and you're gonna start to trade or invest based on your emotions. But if you realize that this is a fundamental change in how humans store, transfer, and use money, you'll see that there is nothing else that you need to do. Why even almost invest? I'm sounding like a Bitcoin maximalist right now, which I'm not, but I think that why even invest in something else like cash? Why put your cash in the bank when you could put it in something like this and actually grow your wealth? Yeah.
Boom. Financial advice? No. But preserving capital, and maybe the dollar is not the best place for your money just to sit. Yes.
I was given financial advice in 2014. I'm not giving it anymore.
Nobody listened.
No one listened when I was giving it.
Yeah. But, including me. And I was like one of his, literally, we're like probably best buds. We like always used to hang out. Moron. See? T was a moron back then. It's okay. I'm not a moron anymore. So that being said, don't end up like me. 2016, 2014, 2015 T was no good. 2021 T, getting better. Slowly. Every day.